Hello and welcome to Baha'i On Air. I am Emily, and I will be your host for this devotional today. Today's devotional will focus on the Baha'i virtue of appreciation. The writings you will hear today are from various Baha'i writings. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Be generous in prosperity and thankful in adversity. Be worthy of the trust of thy neighbor, and look upon him with a bright and friendly face. Be a treasure to the poor, an admonisher to the rich, an answerer of the cry of the needy, a preserver of the sanctity of thy pledge. Be fair in thy judgment, and guarded in thy speech. Be unjust to no man, and show all meekness to all men. Be as a lamp unto them that walk in darkness, a joy to the sorrowful, a sea for the thirsty, a haven for the distressed, an upholder and defender of the victim of oppression. Let integrity and uprightness distinguish all thine acts. Be a home for the stranger, a balm to the suffering, a tower of strength for the fugitive. Be eyes to the blind, and a guiding light unto the feet of the erring. Be an ornament to the countenance of truth. Gleanings from the writings of Bahá'u'lláh. One must see in every human being only that which is worthy of praise. When this is done, one can be a friend to the whole human race. If, however, we look at people from the standpoint of their faults, then being a friend to them is a formidable task. It is not possible to be a friend to a person who is the very essence of all faults. But if we look at them from the standpoint of their merits, then being a friend becomes easy. It is possible to find something worthy of praise in every human being. When this is done, one can be a friend to the whole human race. The more we search for good qualities in others, the more we find them. The more we look at people from the standpoint of their faults, the more faults we find. The more we look at people from the standpoint of their merits, the more merits we find. Selections from the writings of Abdu'l-Bahá, section 100 Shoghi 45. The qualities of loyalty, selflessness, high-mindedness, and the appreciation of the value of the cause and its institutions are among the spiritual prerequisites for success. The community must be imbued with a deep sense of the sacredness of the cause and of the vital importance of its institutions. It must be ever mindful of the necessity of maintaining the highest standards of integrity and honesty in all its dealings, and of the need to uphold the dignity and honor of the faith. The believers must be ever ready to sacrifice their personal interests for the sake of the cause, and to subordinate their own desires to the needs of the community. They must be willing to accept the decisions of the institutions of the faith, and to support them wholeheartedly, even when they do not fully understand or agree with them. The advent of divine justice. The divine springtime is come, O most exalted pen, for the festival of the All-Merciful is fast approaching. Bestir thyself and magnify before the entire creation the name of God, and celebrate his praise, in such wise that all created things may be regenerated and made new. Speak and hold not thy peace. The day star of blissfulness shineth above the horizon of our name, the blissful, inasmuch as the kingdom of the name of God hath been adorned with the ornament of the name of thy Lord, the Creator of the heavens. Arise before the nations of the earth, and arm thyself with the power of this most great name, and be not of those who tarry. The best beloved is come. In his right hand is the sealed wine of his name. Draw near and tarry not, though it be for one short moment. Gleanings from the writings of Bahá'u'lláh. As for that mighty solar orb which thou didst behold in thy dream, that was the promised one, the light of whose revelation hath illumined the world. The blackness of the clouds that surrounded it signifieth the doubts and vain imaginings which have hindered the people from recognizing him. The light that shone from the sun is the guidance of God, and the warmth thereof is the love of God. The rays that radiate from that sun are the teachings of God, which have illumined the hearts of men. The rising of the sun in the dream is the appearance of the manifestation of God in the world. The setting of the sun is the passing away of the manifestation. The clouds that veil the sun are the doubts and vain imaginings of the people. The light of the sun is the guidance of God, and the warmth thereof is the love of God. Selections from the writings of Abdu'l-Bahá. To every discerning and illuminated heart, it is evident that God, the unknowable essence, the divine being, is immensely exalted beyond every human attribute, such as corporeal existence, ascent and descent, egress and regress. Far be it from his glory that human tongue should adequately recount his praise, or that human heart comprehend his fathomless mystery. He is and hath ever been veiled in the ancient eternity of his essence, and will remain in his reality everlastingly hidden from the sight of men. No sign can indicate his presence. No word can express his essence. He will, however, continue to manifest himself in every age and dispensation through the appearance of his chosen ones and the revelation of his divine and hidden self through the agency of his manifestations. Gleanings from the writings of Bahá'u'lláh. Deliver to mankind this joyous message from the Abha realm. Rest not by day or night. Seek ye no moment's peace. Strive ye with all your might to bring to men the message of the Lord and to spread his teachings. The more ye strive, the greater will be your success. The more ye sacrifice, the more will ye be blessed. The more ye give, the more will ye receive. The more ye teach, the more will ye be taught. The more ye serve, the more will ye be served. The more ye love, the more will ye be loved. The more ye praise, the more will ye be praised. The more ye appreciate, the more will ye be appreciated. The more ye honor, the more will ye be honored. The more ye glorify, the more will ye be glorified. The more ye exalt, the more will ye be exalted. The more ye magnify, the more will ye be magnified. Selections from the writings of Abdu'l-Bahá, section 201. Dearly beloved friends, great as is my love and admiration for you, and profound as is my sense of gratitude for the services you have rendered, I feel it my duty to warn you that the opportunities which the present hour offers may not recur again. The tasks which this generation of American believers is called upon to perform are such as will challenge the noblest faculties of the most gifted among them. The responsibilities which it must shoulder are so vast as to stagger the imagination. The sacrifices it must make are so manifold as to test the endurance of the most valiant among them. The obstacles it must surmount are so formidable as to daunt the stoutest hearts. The victories it must achieve are so glorious as to eclipse the brightest achievements of the past. The advent of divine justice. Verily I say, this is the day in which mankind can behold the face and hear the voice of the promised one. The call of God hath been raised, and the light of his countenance hath been lifted up upon men. It behooveth every man to blot out the trace of every idle word from the tablet of his heart, and to gaze with an open and unbiased mind on the signs of his revelation, the proofs of his mission, and the tokens of his glory. Great is the blessedness of him that hath recognized the light, and hath hastened unto him with a beaming face. The eyes of the nations and peoples of the world are directed towards the horizon of the revelation of God. Happy is the man that hath turned towards that horizon. Gleanings from the writings of Bahá'u'lláh. As for that mighty solar orb which thou didst behold in thy dream, that was the promised one, the light of whose revelation hath illumined the world. The blackness of the clouds that surrounded it signifieth the doubts and vain imaginings which have hindered the people from recognizing him. The light that shone from the sun is the guidance of God, and the warmth thereof is the love of God. The rays that radiate from that sun are the teachings of God, which have illumined the hearts of men. Selections from the writings of Abdu'l-Bahá, section 154. This is the day whereon the ocean of God's mercy hath been manifested unto men, the day in which the day star of his loving kindness hath shed its radiance upon them, the day in which the clouds of his bountiful favor have overshadowed the whole of mankind. Now is the time to cheer and refresh the downcast through the invigorating breeze of love and fellowship, and the living waters of friendliness and charity. They who are the beloved of God, in whatever place they gather and whomsoever they may meet, must evince in their attitude towards God and in the manner of their celebration of his praise and glory such humility and submissiveness that every atom of the dust beneath their feet may attest the depth of their devotion. Gleanings from the writings of Bahá'u'lláh, section 5. The revelation of Bahá'u'lláh, whose supreme mission is none other but the achievement of this organic and spiritual unity of the whole body of nations, should, if we be faithful to its implications, be regarded as signalizing through its advent the coming of age of the entire human race. It should be viewed not merely as yet another spiritual revival in the ever-changing fortunes of mankind, not only as a further stage in a chain of progressive revelations, nor even as the culmination of one of a series of recurrent prophetic cycles. It rather marks the last and highest stage in the stupendous evolution of man's collective life on this planet. The world order of Bahá'u'lláh. O Son of Being, bring thyself to account each day ere thou art summoned to a reckoning. For death, unheralded, shall come upon thee, and thou shalt be called to give account for thy deeds. O Son of the Supreme, To the eternal I call thee, yet thou dost seek that which perisheth. What hath made thee turn away from our desire and seek thine own? Gleanings from the writings of Bahá'u'lláh, section 153. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please join us next week